Yo, what it do? Welcome back to another episode with After5ive the podcast. It's your man, Lord Shu, and you're watching Lord of Perfected Work. Want to give a special shout out to everybody involved with this episode today. We got a guest interviewer, Phelps Vigier, which is my best friend. Been working together for a long time. Thank you for coming and helping with the interview, fam. Much appreciated. And also our special guests, Dallas Leaf out of Dallas, Texas, Ron and Sheree. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been an honor and a pleasure to do this interview with y'all, and it was a great experience just talking to you guys. So thank you and much love. If y'all haven't already checked out the episodes from last week with Tim Woodard and also the lovely Tabitha Bell, please y'all check them out, and as well as our previous episodes with great entrepreneurs, great stories, and also a lot of gems and advice if you're starting a business on your own. Y'all join the forum at aliafter5.com. Everything will be on the screen, y'all. Let's get into this episode.
Speaking with us, we appreciate it greatly. First question I'd like to ask is, what inspired you to even get into making your own cigar, making your own brand?
So, we've been doing this for about 4 years now. We launched the company in 2019, but I've been smoking cigars since my military days. So I had already had 20 plus years in smoking cigars. And I knew Sheree was part of our cigar club. So whenever you share a love of something that you really like, it all kind of comes together. So when we launched Dallas Leaf LLC, one of the subsidiaries was always going to be a cigar company. But it just took a while to get the license, the tobacco, the roller, and all this that went into starting the company. But it was always a vision of ours to do a cigar brand. It was something that we love, man. I mean,
like a passion, you just were into it.
Yeah. So many business deals, friendship, networking has started over this thing right here. You know, us sitting talking today.
Yes, sir. It wouldn't be here without that.
Without the cigar. So yeah, that's why, man.
That's the beautiful thing. Passion is really important to every craft that you can come into. So the fact that you're able to do what makes you happy is a blessing in itself.
Right. Absolutely. And we met so many wonderful, supportive people surrounding cigars. You know, so yeah, we love what we do. It's a lot of work running your own business. Sheree and I are always grinding, but like you said, when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Exactly.
So
you got a bunch of different. What is the category like?
Blends. Yep.
Okay. So in your blends, where do you how do you decide, like, okay, I want this type of blend? Where do you even start to come to, you know, that idea, like, okay, I want it to feel or sound or smell or taste like this?
So when we first started, we were all together and we were like, okay, so we like so many different blends of cigars. So we all came together and we were like, let's make our own blends. What we did was we hired a roller who we told them exactly what we wanted. Like, we wanted a Nicaraguan binder. We wanted a Honduran filler or a Dominican wrapper.
If you don't mind me interjecting real quick,
Sure.
what influenced those exact decisions? Like, I wanted the taste.
Yes. It's all about your palate.
Yeah, cigars is a lot like a good wine or steak.
Okay, I understand that.
It really depends on your palate. You know, starting out and how you smoke cigars really depends on how it's going to taste to your tongue. Some people like them like a medium. Some people like them full body. You know, it just really depends. So for us, you know, the challenge was actually finding a local roller with his own tobacco that would roll our blend that we wanted. And that's what took the longest. We actually had a taste testing at Kunoma's Lounge. Blank cards, we had no wrappers on our cigars, and we handed them out to about 20 cigar aficionados and had them all write comments down about the cigars. And that's how we actually came up with our blend based off of the taste testing, people palates, reviews, and that kind of stuff. So
And we actually did 2, just to make sure that, you know, there wasn't a fluke in the tasting. And the cigars that made the cut are what you see in front of you.
It was like a tournament of some sort. You just run through the bracket, huh?
Yeah.
And like I said, man, the most important thing for us is having somebody here in Dallas that we can actually go to their shop, see him roll this cigar, put the band footer on it, and we know that that's our product.
And that was your biggest challenge in this whole situation.
Yeah, man, because really, master rollers are few and far in between. So to find somebody locally, a lot of folks go overseas to the factory. Our guy here, he's local, but he's out of Honduras. So not only do he have his own factory here, he also can get leaf from Nicaragua.
Okay.
So yeah, that was important for us.
He's all good quality and all that. So,
Yes.
Okay. At this point, it's 2023, so you're going, you said 4 years.
Yeah.
How has it, from the beginning, how have y'all evolved in the last 4 years, in your opinion?
So
You like that question?
That's a great question.
that is a great question. So, you know, in the beginning, you're grinding, right? You're trying to get your product out to the public so that people can recognize who you are and what you bring. Branding, all about branding. We have been on patios in 110-degree weather. We've been on patios in 20-degree weather, just grinding it out. And basically, we decided, after we were on the patios and introducing, we went into the houses. We started selling our boxes to the houses. And like Ron said earlier, now what we do is we sponsor more events. That keeps our brand out there, that keeps us in our lane where we're not doing so much work that we're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Because we did become overwhelmed maybe about 1.5 years ago. We were like, we can't keep doing pop-ups and filling houses. We have a great cigar. Everyone loves our brand. So we scaled back a little bit and refocused.
Yeah.
We sell our cigars online exclusively. With Houston Cigar Week coming up, we have a few of the houses that have shown interest. So we're gonna put them in the houses for just because of Houston Cigar Week. But
So when you scaled back, is that you saying, okay, is that when you said we're gonna exclusively sell online, and then instead of going to all these different places and trying to kind of
yes,
show
instead of
everybody?
being a vendor, you know, instead of vending at the different events, we sell our cigars exclusively online.
And what difference did you see in that? Like,
The only difference is we're not outside for 12, 15 hours a day between setup, sales, breakdown, drive time, calculating sales and inventory.
Because it's all done.
It's all done for it's online.
And we also wanted to focus on other aspects of the LLC, the entertainment side, the foundation side. We wanted to do some more of the sponsoring as well. So that allowed for us to focus more on not just the cigar company, but the other subsidiaries that's part of Dallas Leaf. So now we've got a better presence. We stayed relevant through all the pandemic years and stuff. So now we're looking to be more selective about which house we want our cigars in. Because when we first got out there, we try to put them in all the houses we can.
Yeah, you want to be seen.
And that's really overwhelming, because every house you put your cigar in, you have to have a presence at that place. You have to go do a cut and light. You have to go do promotions, that kind of stuff. And when you got your cigars in LA and Atlanta and Memphis and Arkansas, that's a lot of territory to cover. So this way, we know more. We're better prepared. It's just me and her that's running the business. So we understand now a little bit more about the game and how not to overwork ourselves.
Yeah, we try to control the narrative now.
Yeah.
That's good. And you're speaking of entertainment. What entertainment aspects do you speak on that a little bit? What exactly you got going on there?
The vision of Dallas Leaf Entertainment, that's the city area is focusing on mainly doing events at cigar lounges. So one of the things that we loved doing was our cigar crawl. We would visit all the black-owned cigar lounges in the area, and just like it sounds, we would basically hop from one to the next to the next to the next. What that does is that allows those lounges to be exclusive. It allows for us to patronize those lounges, show love to them, because we never charged anything. All you had to do is just show up, buy a cigar, sit, smoke, and have a good time. So our crawl was very good. We got the idea from the Black Smoke Miami folks. They showed us how to do that, and we kind of perfected it. But yeah, stuff like that, having an event at the lounges, we definitely want our entertainment company to be a part of that, sponsor that, host that. And once again, that gets us out there, that gets the company out there, and allows for just another avenue of us doing more under the Dallas Leaf umbrella.
And then you're doing positive things with that. You're showing love to people that need to be shown love in certain situations.
Yeah.
Absolutely, giving them exposure.
Right.
Love that. Okay, I gotta ask some standard questions now, because those are all mine.
Right.
I came up, as far as getting into this, is there some type of certification that you have to, or class you have to take, or some sort of school you got to go to? What is that, process?
Well, that's actually a great question. A lot of people don't really understand what it takes to be a tobacconist. So I'm gonna let my queen speak on that, because she's actually going through that process.
Speak, queen.
So yes, I am obtaining my tobacconist certification, and that's basically learning about the cigar, learning about your palate, the taste of the cigar, the flavors and notes. I learned that we have over 25 different palates or taste buds that we have. But when you're smoking a cigar or eating a steak or drinking a glass of wine, only about 4 or 5 of those you can recognize from whatever it is that you put on your palate. To get started in the business, no, there's no classes, you just have to do your homework.
Right.
Do your homework. You have to become certified with the state. You do have to have retail, wholesale licenses, distribution. But if you don't know what you're selling, if you don't know what you're talking about, you can't really.
You have to know your product.
You won't succeed in that.
You gotta do your research, especially starting out. and this is for a cigar brand, a boutique brand, or a lounge, or you selling cigar accessories. I tell anybody, you want to get in this business, do your research, talk to quote unquote the OGs out there that's been doing it for a while. Learn from them. We Dallas Leaf was so fortunate to have people kind of groom us when we started out. You know, we had a lot of people talk to us about what to do and what not to do. So when we got ready to start, we kind of had a good roadmap. So do your research. Once again, there's no search or anything like that. Just make sure in the state of Texas, there are several different tobacco licenses you got to have. Be prepared to deal with the comptroller office, because that is a relationship you got to build with them. Pay your taxes and all your fees and that kind of stuff, and just stay compliant. So you know, that's pretty much our little nugget we want to throw out there for that.
So it sounds like you have a good situation going. Have y'all accrued any accolades or any awards, rewards?
So I won Sister of the Leaf of the Year 2022.
Man.
Of Miami.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
I've been asked to serve on several other organizations as their social media rep.
We both been nominated for several different Sister of the Leaf, Brother of the Leaf. Our cigars were nominated for Cigar of the Year. We lost to a very good company, which is Conscious Cigars out of Tampa, my man Kevin. But yeah, man, it's been rewarding. Plus, you know, for us, the recognition and the support from our peers, man, that's worth any, you know,
just
award.
To be nominated,
right? You know, it says a lot. You know, we have a very strong following and presence. So we love the fact that people support and love Dallas Leaf. So yeah, that's good stuff for us.
So what goes into Sister or Brother of the Leaf? How do they? You got to be nominated by your peers, and they have to come together and say they're doing an amazing job. Let's nominate.
That's exactly how it went.
Yeah, right. You are
voted.
Spot on. For Black Smoke Miami, my man Tobacco Kennedy down there, good friend of mine. He looks at, you know, certain criterias. You know, what are you doing in the cigar culture? Are you making a difference? Are you out there supporting others? And are you giving back? You know, are you doing positive things in the cigar community as a brother of the leaf or a sister of the leaf? And he has several different categories. So all of that he looks at throughout a year, and he comes up with a certain amount of people, and then he lets the public decide. You can vote on the website, you know, and everything, man, and your peers really vote. And he has quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, so, you know, it goes on for a little while. But yeah, you know, he really does a good recognition for the cigar culture, and people come out just to see who wins, you know, during his Black Smoke Miami event every year. So, yeah.
Outside of the tobacco cigar community, do y'all have any plans or goals as far as philanthropy or you know, any type of charitable anything or anything? Is there any other group of people in general that you want to support or maybe focus on in any type of way outside of this community?
Right, and that's a great question, man. I'm enjoying the questions that you're asking because they're very relevant. One of the things that Dallas Leaf wanted to do was be more than just a cigar company. So, you know, as we thought about starting a cigar company, we also thought about other types of services that we want to do, one of them of which is charity. So Dallas Leaf Foundation, one of our subsidiary companies, we stand up and we do clothes drives. We donate to, which is a big thing for me, which is the cancer Susan G. Komen every October. And you know, both of our fathers have congestive heart failure. So part of our foundation is to donate to that disease and right. So yeah, we want to do more than just be a cigar company. We want to reach out to different types of services and people, and we definitely want to do that through our foundation. So
we've also included the women's shelter, the women and children's shelter, and one area that I'm interested in also is addiction, drug and alcohol addiction.
That's a good one.
Giving back. I'm sure that everyone's family's been touched by that.
Right.
Mine as well. So yeah, that's something that's passionate for me. So you will be seeing some things.
I'm happy to hear all that. It's all those are great causes. I think don't matter. But as far as what you guys are doing, it sounds all good. And I think that whoever is blessed enough to cross y'all is gonna be very fortunate moving forward. Switching gears, let's talk about this blend here. So many things. So why? Let's start with that. What is this called again?
It's called a journey.
The Journey.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's definitely going to take you on a nice ride when it comes to.
Take me on this journey real quick, sir.
The structure of the cigar. So, you know, we had our bread and butter blend out for a while. And we went back to our master roller and we was like, hey man, you know, we're looking to do a new blend, but we kind of want to combine a lot of the flavors and notes of different types of leaf. So
why did you say that? Why did you want to do that?
You in this game, in this industry, you'll find that people have different palates. People have different tastes. This, we want to try to touch as many people we can with one cigar. To appease to several different types of palates. So a lot of people do a barber pole. A lot of people do different types of blends together, either 2 blends or 3 blends, some even 4 blends. But this one in particular we like because it has the Connecticut at the beginning of the smoke, which is very light. So if you're a beginner,
somebody into it,
right? If you're a beginner type of smokers, you'll like how it starts. Then it has this Candela wrapper, which is very unique because just by looking at it, you notice that it has a green shade to it. It's a green color. Candela wrapper is very unique. It has a very different type of flavor when you smoke it. It's one of the unique leaves that's out there. So that alone kind of intrigued me.
What can you describe it a little bit? When you're talking about it, like it's like I need to be wrapping everything in that.
So Candela has more of a woodsy, earthy type of flavor to it.
Yeah.
So like you said, the Connecticut, it starts you out light. The Candela is a little bit stronger, so it goes into a medium like smoke. The Maduro is for the serious smoker. Once you get to the Maduro, you're like, wow, this cigar changed 3 times.
Yeah.
And you're getting different notes in each third of that cigar.
Right. And so the end of the Maduro part, we've had our customers tell us they smoked this once and they're done for the day. I mean, it's really a journey. It's a great smoke, and it's like all they need. You know, it's like you packed everything into this one cigar. But that Maduro is very serious at the end.
That's the part that's gonna take you a little longer to smoke.
I was gonna ask, do people usually smoke that in like I don't know if it's a like one sitting type of situation?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
if they didn't, I was gonna say, man, I might need to have some contests or something. Maybe you need to add some more on there. And say, if you smoke this whole thing, you win a something.
Yeah.
A teddy bear, cause man, it's just I like aesthetically. I'm an artist, so when I see stuff like that, it's intriguing.
Yeah, it's you know, he really put some thought into it. We tested a few of these, and this is the blend that we actually like from him. And I say, man, it's just a great smoke. We had these for samples last year, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And we took them down to Houston Cigar Week. Then we only took like 50. Gone. And then we had people like, yeah, when we gonna bring those back? When you gonna bring those back? So we finally gonna make it part of the lineup in this year's Houston Cigar Week. So yeah.
When is that Houston Cigar Week?
Memorial Day weekend, the 23rd through the 29th of May. So it goes from
I think
Tuesday.
I'll be in Houston that week.
It goes from Tuesday to Monday.
You should come through. If
through.
you've never been to a cigar week,
How much costs to get into?
so they have different packages. They have VIP packages, and then they have general admission. Some of their events may be open to the public.
I think all their smoke sessions, they have one in the afternoon and one that's called After Dark, which is around midnight. After everything is done, we meet up at this spot called Hearth Life, which ran by my man Kevin Watkins. But during the middle of that, they have certain event, a comedy show. They're gonna have the concert with who's coming this year.
Tweets.
Several different artists going to be at the concert. They have a pool party. They do those costs. But if you just want to kind of come through their smoke sessions and all that stuff, I believe that's all free of charge, open to the public. It's the Houston Cigar Week's family down there, man. They're very good people. They do a very, very good cigar week. They do a spa day for the ladies. They do a golf tournament. They have focus on the restaurants. They do a brunch for all the black-owned restaurants in the area.
Okay.
And they hit all the black-owned cigar lounges. So, yeah.
I want to talk about real quick culture. So you've been doing this in Dallas, as being based in Dallas. How does you talked about Tampa, the people that won over y'all for the cigar of the year.
Conscious, right? Yeah.
Do you think that cultural, like geographic culture, has any input as far as like how your blends are?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you see a difference in Tampa? Do Tampa have a lot of similar kind, and Dallas have a lot of similar blends, or is that?
As far as the blends are concerned, it really depends on the boutique cigar company that has those blends. Everybody's going to go to different tobacco farms based off of their blends. You might have Nicaragua, you might have Honduras, Cuba, all these different places where you can go and get your leaf. So
To answer your question, no. Everybody,
Okay.
I mean, there is such a variety of tobacco out there that, like, Texas is not all Nicaraguan, basically. You know,
Gotcha.
Florida is not all the San Andreas Mexican.
It just depends on.
It just depends on that brand's blend.
right, which in itself it makes it unique. So yeah.
How do y'all plan on expanding from here? Let's say the next 6 years.
Well, one of the things that we were asked was about the brick and mortar, the lounge.
Okay.
So for us, that's going to be a next step. We really want to open up our own lounge, tobacco, cigar shop here in Dallas, and get that off the ground where, you know, we can say, hey, come to Dallas Leaf Lounge and Bar, you know, to get our cigars. So that's definitely on our radar. And one of the things we want to do is just keep growing the umbrella. We want to branch out into different services. She has a real estate background, so we kind of want to get into some of that, finances, money. Just kind of keep growing into different other aspects of services that we can provide, and then bring people into that. We have quite a few friends and network, man, that we can just tap into those resources and build up Dallas Leaf. So that's the vision. I feel like that's what we're going to be going to in the next couple of years.
Sounds good. Is there anything that y'all want to say or that I haven't asked that you'd like to express so that people know?
Man, first of all, we just want to say thank you for even allowing us to come on to the podcast today. I know we was having some scheduling challenges, but we did work everything out, man, and that's a dedication to what y'all out there trying to get people on your platform and exposed to the world.
Sir.
For me, just want to shout out to everybody, man, that has supported Dallas Leaf, has been there all our day ones, all the black-owned cigar lounges that's out there. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep pushing forward. All the black-owned boutique cigar vendors out there, keep doing your thing, man. So.
And I think what separates us from everyone is our motto. Our motto is support is free. We support everyone.
I watched the piece that you did on my man Preston out of Taylor Smoke. That's a good spot. I mean, my man is doing wonderful things out there in Charlotte.
Yeah.
So the fact that he was on your podcast, I'm like, yeah.
You were like,
I want to do it. I want to do it, man. So he good people, man. Shout out to Taylor Smoke out there, man. So.
Got anything else for us, good sir?
Good, man. Short and sweet.